look at yourself. No, not in the mirror where you see only the shell. Look inside, into that chaos you call your soul. What do you see there? I see quicksand. I see a puppet whose strings are pulled by every passerby. Someone gives you a side eye, and your day is ruined. Someone doesn't reply to your message, and your confidence crumbles like dry clay. You react to every noise, every whisper, every prick of your pathetic ego. You call this feelings. You believe that being emotional means being alive. You are wrong. To be emotional is to be prey. You are an open fortress without walls, where any enemy can walk in and desecrate the center of your sanctuary. The modern world has raised you to be fragile. It has convinced you that your grievances matter, that your vulnerability is a strength. This is a lie invented by shepherds for the sheep. Today, the slave inside you must die. I am not here to comfort you. I am here to perform surgery without anesthesia. I will burn out everything that prevents you from becoming a monolith. You will stop feeling, not because you are weak, but because feelings are noise that prevents you from delivering a precise strike. Welcome to the void. Part 1. The Philosophy of the Void. The Wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi, a man who survived 60 duels to the death and never lost once, knew one absolute truth. A warrior who is angry is already dead. When your mind is clouded by anger, fear, or even joy, you do not see reality, you see your own projections. Musashi called the state of the ideal warrior Mushin, mind without mind. This does not mean being stupid, it means being transparent. Imagine the surface of a mountain lake. If there is not a single ripple, it reflects the moon exactly as it is. But throw a stone of emotion into that water, and the reflection distorts. You no longer see the enemy. You see your own fears reflected in the water. How do you achieve this? Stop looking at things. Start looking through them. When people scream at you, when they try to humiliate you, when your world collapses, do not grab on to that emotion. Do not even try to suppress it. The void is not resistance, it is the absence of a surface for the hook to catch. Musashi said, "Make your spirit broad and clean. If you have no ego, your enemy has no target. Where will he strike if at your center there is only emptiness?" Emotions are born from attachment to the self. How dare they insult me? Why am I in so much pain? Kill this I. Become the sword. A sword does not take offense at the shield that blocks it. A sword does not rejoice in blood. It simply fulfills its function. In the void, there is no fear. In the void, there is only distance, timing, and pure efficiency. If you want to be invincible, you must become nobody. Part 2. The Spartan Shield. The rigidity of bone. For a Spartan, the word comfort was unknown. The ephors of Sparta knew that a man is steel, and steel is tempered only in fire and ice-cold water. For a Spartan, pain was not a tragedy, pain was information. If a spear pierced your side, it was merely a signal that your defense was loose. It was not a reason to scream, it was a reason to close the gap. Look at your life. Do you complain about being tired? Do you whine about injustice? Do you seek sympathy from creatures as weak as yourself? Remember this: an insult is merely a vibration of the air. It is a sound. Why do you allow a sound to change the chemical composition of your blood? Are you the master of your body, or are you just a chemical vat that boils over at every spark? The Spartan shield was heavy. It demanded a discipline that did not depend on mood. You do not need inspiration to stand in the phalanx. You do not need a good mood to do your duty. Your emotions are spoiled children. If you indulge them, they will destroy you. You must become a stern father to them. When fear tells you run, you do not argue with it, you simply ignore it, like the sound of rain outside the window. Be ruthless toward your own weakness. Self-pity is a poison that corrodes the will faster than any external failure. If you fall, stand up with icy calm. Do not curse the stones you tripped over, simply move on. Your face must become a mask of bronze. No one should know if there is a fire burning inside you or if a deep cold reigns. You are your will. Everything else is dust. Part 3. The practice of killing emotions. The toolkit. How do you burn out the excess in the moment? How do you find this cold clarity when your pulse is thumping in your temples? Listen and remember. These are not tips, these are directives. First, use silence as a weapon. When you are provoked, when a reaction is expected of you, give them silence. Do not answer immediately. Hold a pause for 5 seconds, looking the person directly at the bridge of their nose. In those 5 seconds, you will see their anger turn into insecurity. Silence is the space where other people's manipulations die. He who is silent controls the situation. Your words should be rare and heavy, like the strikes of a hammer. Second, the visualization of ash. When resentment or attachment flares up within you, imagine that this moment has already passed. Imagine 100 years have gone by. You are dust, your offender is dust. This entire situation is a handful of ash in the wind of history. Is this ash worth disturbing your inner peace? In the scale of eternity, your dramas are microscopic. Accept this insignificance. Third, distancing from the impulse. Stop saying, "I am angry." Say, "I observe the rising of anger." You are not your anger. You are not your sadness. You are the one watching them from the side, as if you were observing the scurrying of insects in a jar. You do not empathize with the insects. You simply acknowledge their presence. Fourth, the vow of reputation silence. Kill the desire to explain yourself. Kill the urge to be understood. Your self craves approval. This is the thread they pull to move you. If you do not care what people think of you, you become invisible to manipulators. Your reputation can burn in hell. You only need victory and loyalty to your principles. Part 4. Loneliness at the peak, the consequences. As you become cold, you must understand the price. Your old life will burn. Those who are used to your softness will call you heartless, cruel, dead. They will be right. You will indeed be dead to their world of petty dramas and empty conversations. It is always cold at the top of the mountain. There is no room for a crowd there. There is no cozy warmth of collective madness, but there is crystal clear air. What does this ruthlessness give you? First, absolute efficiency. While others waste energy on processing feelings, you spend it on achieving the goal. Second, freedom from manipulation. You are the rock upon which the waves break. Third, clarity of vision. When emotions do not cloud your eyes, you see through people. Conclusion: ice calm. Now, as my words burn out in your mind, feel the cold beginning to seep into your bones. The world hasn't changed, but you are beginning to detach. In the next moment of chaos, remember my voice. Remember the screech of steel. Breathe evenly, relax your shoulders, empty your mind. Let the world scream, let the storm howl. You are the eye of that storm. Inside you, there is silence. Feelings are noise, the void is clarity. Kill the slave within, become the blade. Go and do what must be done, without pity, without fear, without emotion.